Hey, what's up, guys? So, this past weekend, we had some pretty big names in Germany for the Munich Security Conference. And just to name a few, on the right, we had Marco Rubio, Tom Tillis, Neil Kahn, Lindsey Graham. And on the left, we had Hillary Clinton, Gavin Newsom, AOC, and Tim McBride, a man cosplaying as a woman.
He's a fan.
But the crazy thing is that this Transformer actually participated in a panel discussion titled Girls Just Want to Have Fundamental Rights.
Because at the end of the day, transphobia, homophobia, misogyny, and sexism are all rooted in the same prejudice.
Anyways, let's get into this clip of Hillary Clinton here because she gets absolutely destroyed by this Czech politician on immigration and gets called out for her TDS. Take a look.
So this really, yes, migration has been a huge flashpoint. More people were deported under my husband and Barack Obama without killing American citizens and without putting children into detention camps than were in the first Trump term or this first year of Trump's second term. So I think it's important to look at the facts because
Okay, so it's interesting that she's mentioning facts because I got all the facts here. Hillary left out one important detail. Yes, her husband and Barack Obama both deported 2 and 5 million illegals, respectively, but they did this without any protest or riots. Trump, in his second term in his first year, has already deported 600,000 illegals, and he did this under mass chaos. And this is all manufactured by the Democrats to stop Trump. They are literally causing all this violence. Anyways, Hillary just claimed that Obama didn't put kids in detention camps, but here's a 2014 clip from the AP after they were allowed a rare look inside some of Obama's detention facilities. Take a look.
Inside the walls of this facility along the Arizona-New Mexico border, at least 1,000 kids, some as young as elementary age. They huddle in foil blankets in a country not their own.
Okay, so what's even more funny about all this is that this is the same facility Democrats were literally crying about Trump using back in 2018.
very often the ideological impulse to try to protect the status quo or return making America great again in some nostalgic past that existed for white men and capitalist enterprise was not exactly open and welcoming to people who look like me and a lot of other people who are part of our national fabric. I have no argument with the necessity of trying to figure out how do we form families. I'm very proud of my family. I'm proud of my 3 grandchildren. I am proud to be part of that tradition. That doesn't mean everybody has to be. That doesn't mean everyone who doesn't have children is somehow an illegitimate human being. So how do we make the case in a positive way, not a bullying and very shameful way? So this debate that's going on is driven by an effort to control people, to control who we are, how we look, who we love. And I think we need to call it for what it is.
Secretary
There
Clinton.
is a legitimate reason to have a debate about things like migration. It went too far. It's been disruptive and destabilizing, and it needs to be fixed in a humane way with secure borders that don't torture and kill people, and how we're going to have a strong family structure, because it is at the base of civilization.
Okay, so I'm curious how the US government is supposed to humanely separate an illegal migrant from his family. And you can't tell me Trump hasn't tried. He's even offered self-deportation. Like he's literally offering cash, these people, illegal migrants, cash to leave the country. Also, I find it very interesting that Hillary, when talking about deportations, mentioned how we should not be killing people, but never once discussed about how during Obama's administration, 67 illegal migrants had died. Take a look at this article from Snopes, a fact-checking website, and it says it right here. During former U.S. President Barack Obama's 8 years in office, 67 people in the custody of U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement died. True.
Peter, do you agree that the Trump administration's actions on Ukraine have produced a rift in the West?
Well, first, I think you really don't like him.
You know, that is absolutely true. But I really, not only do I not like him, I don't like him because of what he's doing to the United States and the world. And I think you should take a hard look at it if you think that there is something good that will come out of it.
Peter,
what I think Trump is doing in America, I think it is reaction reaction for something that, for some policies that really went too far from the regular people,
Like what?
too
Give us some
far from
examples.
reality. So, you know, we saw the cancel culture. We saw the woke revolution. I don't agree with the gender revolution, the climate alarmism.
Which gender? Women having their rights?
No, let Peter go on.
I think there are two genders. So, but some of
half of us? Can we
some
have
of
our
us
rights?
some of us think that there is more than one, or more than two gender. I think there is male and female, and the rest probably is a social construct. So this is something that went too far.
But does that justify selling out the people of Ukraine who are on the front lines dying to save their freedom and their two genders, if that's what you're worried about?
Can I please finish my points? I'm sorry that it makes you nervous. I'm really sorry for that.
It makes me nervous. It makes me
But seriously, can we let Peter finish, please?
Can
we let Peter finish, please?
Okay, so yeah, you can tell Hillary Clinton is still bitter about the 2016 election because Trump came out of nowhere and just took the throne from her. And you can tell she just has that deep, deep TDS inside of her. She can't even, say anything positive about the guy, even when she had the very same political stance as him on immigration. Because I want to show you this interview clip from 2014 with CNN and listen to how she talks about illegal immigration. Take a look.
As we're seeing these thousands of children come across, shunted off into makeshift shelters.
It's horrible.
Hard choice. Let them stay in the United States or send them back.
Well, two quick points. One, the numbers are increasing dramatically. And the main reason I believe why that's happening is that the violence in certain of those Central American countries is increasing dramatically. And there is not sufficient law enforcement or will on the part of the governments of those countries to try to deal with this exponential increase in violence, drug trafficking, the drug cartels, and many.
This is literally the same shit that Trump says. Okay, maybe he says it a bit differently, but this is exactly the same talking points Trump has had for the last 10 years.
Children are fleeing from that violence.
Should they be able to stay here? It's safer.
It may be safer, but that's not the answer.
So she doesn't have compassion anymore because Democrats always talking about having compassion for the illegal migrants, that they're escaping bad situations from their home country and want to come and live a better life here.
Do not.
Should they be sent back?
Well, first of all, we have to provide the best emergency care we can provide. We have children 5 and 6 years old who have come up from Central America. We need to do more to provide border security in southern Mexico.
They should be sent back now.
Well, they should be sent back as soon as it can be determined who responsible adults and their families are, because there are concerns about whether all of them can be sent back. But I think all of them who can be should be reunited with their families. And just as Vice President Biden is arguing today in Central America, we've got to do more. I started this when I was secretary.
Okay, so the Democrat position on immigration today is just utter horseshit. If you look back at Obama, Clinton, they all had the same message as Trump. We need to tighten our borders, not allow illegal migrants to enter the country, because it's about America's safety. It's all about our safety, protecting the borders. And so all this stuff that you're seeing today in these blue cities, it's all BS. Them attacking ICE, it's all manufactured by the Democrat Party just to stop Trump. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.